Prosecutors say the woman accused of murdering both her husband and another woman whose identity she stole may have been planning to kill again before her arrest. Lois Reese, known as Losing Streak Lois, because of her gambling habit, allegedly killed her husband in Minnesota on March 23 before befriending 59-year-old Pamela Hutchinson at Fort Myers Beach in Florida. Police allege she killed Hutchinson in early April in a similar manner to how she allegedly murdered her husband, intending to steal her identity because the women looked alike. New documents released by the state attorney's office in Lee County, Florida, also say police believe Reese may have been planning a third murder, a woman named Bernadette she had befriended at a bar in South Padre Island, KIMT reported. The pair had gone to dinner on April 15 before the woman invited Reese to come to the community hot tub and allowed the accused killer to sleep in her guest bedroom. Bernadette said she was told by the bartender she seemed out of it after only a few drinks and does not remember why she let Reese come home with her. Reese and Bernadette had gone to breakfast in the morning and made plans for dinner on April 20th. Reese was arrested on the night of the 19th, and the court documents say Bernadette was told by someone at the bar while waiting for Reese to show up. Bernadette told Wink News she thought Reese was a new best friend and that the woman had seemed overly kind and paid for her dinner. She said it wasn't until she tried to call Reese to confirm she was coming to dinner and received the voicemail of someone called Stormy Liberty she knew something was wrong. I had called and texted her to see if we were going to meet and I never got a response, she told Wink. I called her phone and there was somebody on the other end of the phone that I think her name was like Stormy Liberty or something like that. When she went back inside moments later, she was told of Reese's arrest, leaving her feeling gullible and stupid. It's just scary, very scary to meet a stranger and think that they're going to be your friend and they turn out to be a killer, she said. In their interactions, Bernadette told investigators Reese came across completely normal, calm and friendly. This is not the first instance Reese had used the alias Stormy Liberty. In March, a woman in Blooming Prairie received a call from a woman named Stormy Liberty who asked for the address of Teresa Coaster, a mutual friend who had a winter home in Fort Myers. The woman gave Stormy the address. Detectives discovered that Reese had used the name Stormy Liberty to open a cell phone account. In early April, Coaster went outside her house in Fort Myers to find a woman staring at her car. Coaster addressed the woman, and their eyes met. Coaster later told police the woman was Reese. "Wrong house," the woman said, and left quickly. Coaster, who knew Reese from Minnesota months ago, she'd invited the Reese couple to her Florida home, knew she was wanted by Minnesota authorities in connection with the death of her husband, and called police. Following the 56-year-old's arrest, police searched the car she had been driving, a vehicle allegedly stolen from Hutchinson. Officers discovered a prescription pill bottle, stained blankets and sheets, and a new cell phone box. Inside her Texas hotel room, they found 2 handguns and a black bag with multiple other firearm paraphernalia that include bullets, a holster, duct tape, rubber gloves, checkbook of the victims with 4 credit cards, and what appeared to be a trophy, news press reported. Reese has pleaded not guilty to Hutchinson's murder last month and is expected to stand trial for her husband's murder in Minnesota following her trial for Hutchinson's killing in Florida, CBS reported. Alleged timeline of Lois Reese murders: March 23, Lois Reese allegedly murders her husband David in the bathroom of their home before covering him with a blanket and taking $11,000 out of his business account. Prosecutors say she then drove from her hometown of Blooming Prairie in Minnesota to Fort Myers Beach in Florida, stopping at multiple casinos on the way. April 2, Reese is seen outside the Florida home of her old friend, Teresa Coaster. Coaster believes Reese may have been planning to rob her and possibly murder her and her husband. April 4, Reese is seen with Pamela Hutchinson at the Village Marina Resort, chatting as they head to Hutchinson's room. Hutchinson is a neighbor of the Coasters. April 5, the pair are seen at the Smoking Oyster Brewery. Later that night, Reese is seen alone outside Hutchinson's room, distraught and crying. She then allegedly re-entered the room holding a bag Hutchinson was not seen alive again. April 6, someone calls the resort receptionist to extend Hutchinson's stay, first for a day and then over the weekend. Reese is seen on CCTV withdrawing $5,000 from Hutchinson's bank account on the same day. April 9, Hutchinson's body is found in her hotel room bathroom, covered with towels and a pillow. April 15, Reese goes to dinner with new friend Bernadette before the pair return to Bernadette's home to use her hot tub, and Reese stays the night in her guest room. April 16, Reese and Bernadette go for breakfast. April 19, Reese is arrested after she is seen at a bar in South Padre Island, Texas.